Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here. I am sat at home. Today is Thursday, the something of May. Let me have a look. Hang on. 6th of May. And it's sunny and rainy outside, so it keeps going sunny and then rainy and sunny and rainy. And I was going to plant a clematis that I bought for myself. In my garden, my very small garden, but I still, have room for a clematis. But I can't be bothered to go out there and get rained on, and it's perishing when the sun goes in. So I thought I'd do some craft. So the other day I decoupaged this with some napkin. So this is one of the things that I made out of just paper, okay, out of book paper. What are they called? Book pages. So I thought I'd I thought I'd make a few of the things. I thought, let's turn the camera on and kind of, just do this together. So that's what I'm going to do. So not really much of an agenda, just trying to use some of the things up that I've used. And I tried this on here and I thought, oh, I really like that. So obviously I'm going with that, but you know me, I like to have all the bits cut out, so I'm going to have to cut out the bits between his legs. So just, I'm just going to do that. So, we're here and we're crafting together, and I feel like my beard is rubbing on my, I've got like a furry cover on my, not a furry cover, like a foam cover on my microphone, and every time I bend down I get one of my chins gets a bit of foam caught in its fur, and you probably hear a prickly sound, and I just get a bit of a snag. So anyway, moving on, too much information, but that's me, so I like to share. So I am still on annual leave, so this is my week of annual leave. It was a bank holiday on the Monday just gone, so I thought I'd use 4 of my days leave. I still have something like 34 days remaining, because of the pandemic I didn't take any holidays last year, so then I carried them over, and then I've taken a few weeks of leave now, but I've still got 34 to use by August, I will just say. So I've only got 4 months. Is it 4 months? Yeah. Well, less than 4 months now, but 4 months to use all of my 34 days. Well, I mean, I can carry some over, but they would like me to only carry 2 weeks over rather than the full whatever I am on, 6 weeks, 7 weeks, something like that. I keep saying to them, when if they didn't need me so much, then I'd be able to take them. But every time I go to book a holiday, somebody says, oh, Dave, don't take that week off because X, Y, and Z is happening and we need you there, or there's this meeting and we want you to be in attendance or whatever. So I just don't get to take it. But I am trying to be a bit more disciplined about taking holiday and just saying, look, you're going to have to do without me, because at the end of the day, I can be replaced at work, but I can't be replaced at home. Well, not that there's anybody here to want me to be replaced, but this crow or whatever this is might. The crow from below, or the dove from above. Anyway, so I'm trying to take more holidays. Work is all very well and good. It's not the best paid in the world, and I would get paid more if I went somewhere else. Because we're a charity, we can't afford to pay what the going rate is, so we get paid whatever the rate is. So I could get paid more for going somewhere else. So I kind of think, well, I need to bear that in mind and look after myself. I like that. I don't know whether it needs something else behind it. let's try something. So yes, so that's my philosophy for taking some leave. Do you need a flower behind your butt? Are you adding anything to it if I put a flower behind your butt? Sorry, butt. That's not a really very nice term, is it? Butt. Tush. Is that any better? Behind your tush. Move your tush. I don't know. I think that's a bit. It's definitely a bit pasty for a start. Well, I can't get back in there now. Oh, forget it. So let's see if there's something a bit more interesting. I just don't want it to be as, the same colour as that. Otherwise, it looks like I've placed. I could put another one there, couldn't I? And then it would be. Now I've said that. Do I want that there? Do I want that there? I don't know. Maybe no. I think it's too much. Let's have something else, Dave. See if there's something else. See, keep picking the same colour up, Dave. Stop doing that. Darn it, Dave. Forget dash of Dave. It's darn it, Dave today. So, not as in darning socks. Although I can darn socks. Not that anybody darns socks anymore. Oh well, I do occasionally because I have some really nice socks, and they get a spud in them. A spud, which is what I would term a hole, because you can see your toe or your foot through it, and it looks like a potato, and a potato is a spud. So, over-explained. Thank you, Dave. You're welcome. I'm here to over-explain. Itchy head. Excuse me. Does it need some foliage? Well, that foliage is horrible because it looks like it's dead. Dead foliage. And that just looks ridiculous. So we won't do that, will we? Let's move on. What else have we got? We've got. Oh, that's one of my new ones. I haven't taken them out. Maybe one of these. Maybe something like this would be the thing that we need. Me. I've got to remember I'm going to cut all of the bits out, but me. No, not that. Sorry for the noise. Well, I'm not sorry for the noises. The noises are just part of me. So, like it or lump it. Like it or lump it. Now, I know that they go technically. Why are you all curled over? Technically, they're like that, but I could put them like that. Are you adding anything? No, because all he's doing is his bottom is obliterating it. So it's derriere. This has got its own bird built in, a built-in bird. Do I like the blossom? Maybe just a tad of blossom there. Possibly, that's a possibility. If you came here expecting me to know what I'm doing, you'll have to go elsewhere because I'm no idea. No. Like it, but no. Try this. This. I quite like it. And maybe if it went up and over his tail. Right, let's give that a cut out and see how that goes. You can stay there. You're standing. Is it a standing? You know when an actor has maybe can't do what they're supposed to be doing. I don't know what that is. So anyway, what are they? Are they standing? I think they're standing. Yeah. So anyway, let's have a look and see where we are with this. So I think I'm going to cut this out, and I think I need my scissors, which I don't know where they are. got some Tim Holtz scissors that are perfect for doing this. And would you Adam and Eve it? I don't know where that is. Adam. Oh, there's a pair over here. Excuse me, I want to just reach over. So there we go. So pair of scissors. So the dog was going mad because I think there was somebody at the door, but I'm not expecting anybody. So, and there were people in the area delivering leaflets, and I'm not in the mood for doorstep sales today. So, or it may well have been my neighbour who I've got a parcel for. But you know, I can take it round later, so it's not like they're going to miss out. They often take parcels in for me, even though I don't want them to, because it's my neighbour I don't like. So actually I was hoping that he wouldn't call round until Brian was here, because Brian's coming over here later, because I've got a plumber coming to price up some work for me, but I'm out on a date. So anyway, he's coming over later, and like I'll get him to take it round. So like I say, he makes me feel very anxious, and I'm trying to avoid him. Not Brian, the neighbour that I have, trying to avoid him. I want to be in a good positive state of mind before my date. So so anyway, that's the situation. I know that might seem a bit wrong, and normally I would be selfless and go and, you know, answer the door and whatever, but I've started the video now, and I did tell everybody else not to disturb me, so so we will do this, and you know, it's only an hour with you guys and we'll finish this. Anyway, I'll stop talking about my neighbour. It's like, let's move on. So like I say, date tonight, so Brian's coming round so that he can be in for when the plumber comes, because he was supposed to come last night, and then it's a typical plumber said, oh, I'm running late, can I come tomorrow instead? And like, really, no, but I really need the work pricing up, so yes. So anyway, I asked Brian if he wouldn't mind being here, and he said that was fine. And so Brian's going to be here, and I will now. He's going. Sorry, if you can hear the dog now. He's going mad because there's another dog outside barking. So, so yeah, he said that he wouldn't mind being here. So, because I was reluctant to cancel the date because it doesn't look good if you cancel the first date with somebody, does it? So, especially if it's only for a plumber. It's not like I'm cancelling the date because I've broken my leg or something like that, which I kind of think would be understandable. I don't know. I'm not really sure about human beings and how they interact. I know I talk about human beings as though I'm not a human being, but I often feel like I'm not part of the human race because I just don't understand it. I don't understand interactions, etc. Now, I know this is terrible. I'm going to have to turn my light on, I think, because the sun's gone in now, and it's probably I'm making a pig's ear of this. I might snip that bit off. You watch, it'll be too short now. That's kind of feeling a bit limp, but never mind. And let's cut the middle bit out and get rid of the bits on there. Don't get rid of the bird, Dave. That was the whole point of doing this. So those bits, not schnorr bits, those bits. So cut this bit out. Hopefully you can see, because I've turned the light on, but I'm trying not to have it. A few people have commented on the fact that it glares on the desk, which is really difficult. I realise that. However, if I don't have the light on, I can't see, and you can't see. And also, I can't really use a different mat because this is my Tim Holtz mat, and I paid a lot of money for this. So when it first came out, you do you, I'll do me. So if you don't like it, you have to lump it, won't you? So it's very blunt, but you know, I'm trying to be a bit more assertive in my life. So I think just a smidgen of something up the back. Hello, come on. Smidgen of something up the back like that, and then this on here, and I might just have a word. I still don't know whether it needs anything. I don't think it needs anything. I know I've just cut that out. These things happen. Who knows? I think I might have a word on instead. So I think I'm going to not cut him out because he's already cut out. I'm going to glue him down. Just reshape this a bit. So let's move those out of the way. And you see, I like Tim Holtz. I like Tim Holtz stuff. I think he's all right as a person. I don't know him, so you know, I guess. I do think he's a bit of a salesperson. So by that I mean I realise he's selling his own products, but I never see him make anything. He might make a few tags while he's doing his demo, but you never see artwork made by him, or a Tim Holtz junk journal that was made personally by him. And I realise he's a busy man and etc., but he must have some downtime as well. And if he was a real crafter, I'm going to get shot down for this, aren't I? If he was a real crafter, surely he would be doing some craft, because even when I was doing product demonstration stuff on TV, I was still crafting in my own time, because you know, it's my therapy, it's my, you know, my love, my passion, it's my whole reason for being. So I'm not sure that I've ever seen him. I mean, he might have done some in the earlier days, and I've just never seen it. But and I also find him a bit silly, because his launch things come and they last for 2.25 hours or whatever, and I just think, okay, flogging a dead horse now. Your products are ace, you know, people that love them are going to buy them. You don't really need to flog them like that. So just saying, sorry Tim, if you're out there, love you, but excuse me, I need a drink. I've not been, sorry, I'll finish the Tim Holtz thing and then I'll tell you the next thing. So I just think that he's a bit silly. So like I say, love him. Think he's a very good, inspirational artist, but I'd like to see what he's done, what he's finished, completed. Do you know what I mean? The work that he's made, the junk journals that he did. Quite like Where Did Time Go, but I'm not sure where I would put it. I could have Where Did the Time Go. Let's see what that would look like. I can always put it back on if I don't like it. Where did the time go? I'm not sure whether where did the time go? No, it doesn't. Sometimes, you know, it looks okay, but it just doesn't sing, it doesn't speak to you. So anyway, yes, I've said what I feel about Timmy. But what was I going to say? Oh, drink. So, because I'm doing Slimming World, I lost 12.5 pounds last week. I don't know what I've lost this week because I get weighed on Saturday. But I need to drink. When you're losing weight, you should drink more water anyway, because it helps you to flush your, you know, everything out. And you should also stay hydrated. A lot of you don't drink enough. I'm telling you now, you don't drink enough. I don't mean alcohol either, because it dries you out. I mean, anything that's not a diuretic, basically. A diuretic makes you wee. So, but you don't drink enough. So I try to drink between 3 to 4 litres a day, especially when I'm losing weight. Okay. You don't ever start drinking 3 to 4 litres a day. You have to kind of build it up. And also when you're losing weight, it's good because you wee a lot because you're getting rid of everything. So, anyway, over explaining. You didn't join me for dietary advice, but what I've because I forget to drink. I just forget. I just go through the whole day and I think I haven't had anything to drink today. So I like that typeface better. So I've decided that every time I go for a wee, I have a drink. So every time I go for a wee, I'll have a glass of water. So that helps me stay hydrated. So that's what I've started doing. Too much information, I know, but I like to share. See the world, feed the birds. So, never stop exploring. No, try not to. No. Sometimes you just know, don't you? You just know. Maybe this is better for me. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Do I like it better than that? No, I don't like it better than that. I like the typeface on that one. I think that's what it is. So, you've spent an hour with me just while I choose this one thing. Keep room in your heart for unimaginable. I quite like it. I quite like it. Travel the world over to find the beautiful. You don't need to. I'm here. Batley. You don't need to travel anywhere. I'm here. When nothing is sure, everything is possible. The world needs who you were. World needs who you were made to be. I quite like that. That's the other one. No, I quite like that other one. It's that same typeface. That's what it is. It's the typeface that I like. So I'm going to go with that. I might. Shall I muddy it down? Should I make it a different colour? Should I go for a bit of green to make it pop or sing or la? Should I put it on a bit of green to make it pop or sing or la? Yeah. Anyway, I think my brain's feeling a bit of mania today, so it's just the way it is. It's life with me. So Baltimore. It's Baltimore in Ireland, apparently. So, just in case you were wondering. I don't know. Let's give it a go, shall we? That's actually not big enough, though, is it, Dave? That's better. Let's tear that bit off. Put that back up there. So if I'm trying to get a nice bit of spacing of wording behind it. So I think if I stick it there. So let's just tear down here. So I'm tearing up because I want a whiter edge on there. So because this is the waist, not my waist. My waist is much bigger than that. I'm going to tear all around this text and see what that looks like. So I think the kids are home from school next door, because I can hear them. So bless them. All full of energy from being at school all day. Wait until they go to work. the culture shock of going to work. So I'm going to tear that bit off there. Culture shock of having to pay your first bill. Anybody remember that? Having to pay their first bill, like, then you suddenly realise, what? I earn this money and then I have to give it to somebody else. What? How does that happen? So give it to somebody else for something I don't even see. So, yeah. Paying bills when I was younger. Paying bills now, to be fair. I don't like it. I don't like paying bills. No, I don't suppose anybody does. I don't think anybody rushes home and thinks, I'm going to get to pay the water bill or the gas bill or the electricity bill or pay for my credit card. No, I don't think anybody feels like that. Well, if correct me if I am wrong, but I'm sure there's nobody that wants to pay their bills, and I bet there's nobody who wants to pay tax. So in the UK, I mean, it's different around the world, so I'm only speaking from my experience. So in the UK, obviously we get taxed on our wages, and then we get taxed on things that we buy. But our tax is added already on the things that we buy. So if this was in a shop and it said it was $5.99, I'd think bargain. No, if this was in the shop and it was $5.99, it would be $5.99 at the till, because the tax is added to it prior to the sale. So it's VAT, value added tax, which is 20%. So, whereas I know in the States, I believe, I don't know whether it's in every state of the States, but the tax is added on at the till, which would be very confusing, because if you've bought a whole load of stuff, you're going to have a real good, sense of mathematics, that's the word, to be able to calculate that as you go around. So, the UK, I mean, we don't get everything right, but I do like the fact that, our tax is already added. So anyway, how do we get from how do we get to talking about tax now? You see, the thing is, I'm obliterating the bird now, aren't I? Maybe it needs to be time of death. You see, I don't think that's terribly I don't mind the wording, but I think that it was a bit maudlin, the bird with the death, and because this is about somebody dying. So because this is from my forensic science book. Well, not my forensic science book. I bought it in a charity shop and just thought, oh, that's interesting, I'll cut that up. Do I like it there? Yes, I like it there. It's going there, Dave. Ever Decisive Dave. Oh, Decisive Dave. There you go. There's a new name for me. Dash of Dave, Decisive Dave. What was the other one? Something else, Dave, I said earlier in. Don't ask me. I don't remember what I did. Well, literally, I don't remember what I did 5 minutes ago, because I can't remember. Oh well. That's definitely, I can definitely know that there's mania in my brain, because otherwise I'd remember. So I tend to remember things very well. Not necessarily in the heat of the moment, but I do remember things. Oh, shut up, Dave. Shut up, Dave. So I think I'm going to put that there. Can I have it there? A bit further down. A bit further down there. And then put that on the top. And I don't want to colour it, do I? Do I want to colour the edges so that it's not so grey? Maybe just a bit of brown on the edges. I'm not worried about the surface, I'm worried about the sides just being, it's because it's that grey board stuff. So on there, I think. Come on. Sorry, I'm dealing with slow glue. So, glue that wants to take its time. I don't have time. Hurry up. The world needs who you were made to be. Now, that's definitely a saying for me. When my brain is not so at the moment my brain's channeling mania, and I can absolutely see the point of me being on the planet and the fact that I, enrich your lives. No, I'm not big-headed. I don't feel like that, but I do see a point to me. Now, when I am low and my mania is diminished, and usually after I've had a bit of a meltdown, and it takes me about a week to fully recover from one, which that's about right, because it's about a week now, so since my last one. So that's when I start doubting my purpose in life. So anyway, that's how my videos go, and I'm always very honest about that, and that's the way of the world. And I realise that some people say, well, you shouldn't really be doing videos when you're feeling low. Well, no, of course you should. This is my connection to the world. So, when you're feeling low, you might not want to go out and see people, but you really should. Well, no, unless you've been advised in a pandemic not to go anywhere. So anyway, so I stuck that on there. I just hold it down because it might not be the straightest thing in the world, but hey, who is? And I'm going to put something around here. Now, what do I want to put that I have? Right, just bear with me a second. I'm going to have to climb over the myriad of things that's behind me and see if I can find something. Oh, well, maybe some of that. So I've got some nice ribbon here in various colours. On very large spools, I have a lot of ribbon here. See, these were from a fabric clearance place that me and Brian likes to go to. So this was £10 for the roll. So it was like 20 pence a thing, or £10 for the roll. So I just paid £10 for the roll. In fact, I think I got it in a half price sale. It was actually £5 for a roll. And the same with this one. Oh, no, it was going to be 30 pence a metre or a whole roll. So there's that. So I'm not sure. Excuse me for squeaking. No, not that. That's not the colour. About that. That's definitely got some of that in it. I think that might be a contender. Got some purple, which is definitely not there. We have some pink underneath. The pink's there. I'm not sure I like the pink though. Definitely going to go for the green. So probably not the thickest, widest ribbon I could have used, but yeah, I like that. Might use a bit less. Yeah, about there. Yay. I mean, yeah. Some scissors and cut it off. In fact, I'm going to cut them with a V in. I'll just fold it over, excuse me, while I concentrate. The quiet and you can hear it. It's palpable, isn't it? The tension in the room. Helpful if you use scissors that actually cut. And there you go, nice little V. So, do I want to? Let's do it like that, Dave. So, I can't remember anything I've been talking about, to be fair. See, told you, mania in my brain. Oh, I forgot about that one. There's that one as well, which doesn't go. So, I've chose well. I think I might just pop. I wouldn't probably normally put a stitch in it, but I'm just going to put a tiny bit of glue. Just where did that come to? To there. So just put a tiny bit of glue just under that, just to hold it there. It just stops it unraveling. So, well, I would put a tiny bit of glue there if I could actually get the glue to come out. So there you go. Just a tiny bit, and then pull it tight, and that should sit over that blob of glue, and it all stays nice and in place. So So I mean, like there are, I don't know how long those rolls are when they are out 200 meters. So and they were 30p a meter. So yeah, already. So it would have been like 60 quid's worth, and I got it for a £5. So there you go. Anyway, so that's one done. Finito. Okay, so let's have a look at something else. What else do I want to do? I want to do one of these, maybe this. Let's do something with this. This is a file folder. So I think I'm going to decoupage on this. And I put some, well, you know, I did once upon a time. When I started this video, I started putting things out that I thought I might want to use. So, so do I want I am a real fan of that, but this is a new one, so I might put this on. Actually, I will. I'm going to use some of that because it's a new one. It hasn't been used before, and therefore people won't have seen it on my work before. So this backing piece came off nice and easy. No technique needed for that. This piece, sometimes I can separate them, sometimes I need a bit of sticky something. I think I'm going to need a bit of sticky something for this. Let's just use a piece of washi tape because it's to hand. Put that back up there. So try not to let it drop on my head. There we go. Separated it nicely. Okay, and does that got any pattern on it? No, nothing really. So not very exciting anyway. So, so I definitely want to, let's tear this in half because nearly. It nearly tore perfectly, but why would it? Behave. There we go. Cool. It did. It did behave. So what do I want and where do I want it? Kind of like that kind of framing. Yes. So let's get the water brush and get rid of the excess off here. Oh, hang on. Hang on a minute. Hang on. Where did I want it? I wanted it there, so I wanted this bit on. I'm going to lose that bit, so just going to lose that straight away. Tear it off. Cool. And then the same with this bit, so I'm not playing with excess. Ooh. It was snagging for some reason. Yep, that's gone. And then I'm just going to kind of just shape this up a bit so there's not too much of the white showing. I mean, like, white is obviously good, you know, the white, having a white tissue background behind is great because it blends in. So like that one that I did with the bird, that's on white and you can see it's blended in nicely. Is that the one I did? Did I do that? No, I didn't. I was going to flip it over at one point, but I decided against that. So clearly, I don't know whether when I say I decided, I mean it happened. I've just torn the top off that. Might have to save that, see if we can get that to go back on. Just tearing these bits out. So the rest of the week there are no real plans. The plumber's coming because I'm going to start doing my kitchen very soon, and I need the and I've told you this before, and this has been going on for like probably 2 years now, and nothing's actually happened about it. But I've got the rest of the wall to take down, but I can't take it down because there's a radiator on it. So the radiator needs to be moved so I can take the rest of the wall down so that I can start the kitchen side of things, because where I want to put my oven unit, the wall is currently in the way. So I want an eye level oven, because mine is currently under counter, and I'm of that age. No, I've always preferred it. So it's not about age. So that is a lie. It's not about age. It's funny because like it's not like I grew up in a house with an eye level oven. In fact, even now my mum still doesn't have an eye level oven. I don't know. I think I must have seen it on a TV program and thought, that's a brilliant idea, because you only know what you know, don't you? I mean, like, you don't imagine that you can have an oven anywhere else other than under the counter if that's all you've known all your life. So it was like a maze balls. And so then when I redid my kitchen in my last house, I had an eye level oven, and it worked so well for me. And I actually enjoyed baking then, because I wasn't having to stoop. And also, if you're a glasses wearer like me, stooping over an oven like just steams up your glasses, and then you can't see anything. So that's what I decided. So I wanted an eye level oven, and I want one here as well. So I've been in this house 6 years. 6 years, yeah, 6 years this year, and I just have been planning to do this kitchen for so long. I've just not had the money to do it, and I'm going to have to cut corners, as in I'm going to have to do the work, because I still don't have the money to do it now. But I need to do it. I need to spend it soon, because otherwise I'm going to need money for other things, and then it'll get spent on that, and I'll never get around to doing it. So that's that on there. Now, when you're doing this kind of stuff, you can heat dry it, but it is better if you leave it too dry. Now, I don't know whether I wanted to carry that on through the back. Right, I'm gonna put I'm gonna paint down the excess. Well, stick down the excess on this side. It kind of gives it a bit of uniformity. I don't think I'm going to worry about the tip of that. I might see what it looks like in a minute, but I don't think you can tell it's missing its tip. Oh, hang on. It's kind of stuck to itself. Bit of delicate work, bit of surgery going on here. Hang on. Well, that'll do. So stick that down so that it kind of wraps around, and then I don't know, I might put an element of this on the back. I might put a bit of this, or should I put that there? I might do that in a minute, Dave. Let's do one thing at a time. Why do one thing at a time? Why not take a wall down and then half do the kitchen and start thinking about what you're going to do in the living room? So I've seen some things about people with ADHD, and they have a brain very similar to mine. 25,000 things around the house that are kind of half finished. Yeah, pretty much how my life is. Okay, so I might need to tilt this a bit further around now, because it's got very dark out there. I think it's going to rain again. Let's get rid of those for now. Do I want a bit of that on here? It's just that because I mopped up an actual thing. What are they called? Tag. I've left the taggy mark on it, and I'm wondering if I might need something kind of over it to. Let's just tear some of this down. See what happens. So if I want to go like that, I'm going to have to go that way. Okay. Kind of know the kind of sort of shape I'm aiming for. That's why I'm kind of tearing like that. might put that on there. Overstick all of that with that. It kind of compensates for it. I mean, it's, you know, it's not perfect, I realise, but okay. What's the best thing to stick this down with? Glue stick. How am I going to do this? Glue it down. How are you going to do it? Get my glue thing. Oh, if the doorbell goes shortly, it's because Brian's here and I've forgotten to leave the door on the latch so that he can get in. Sorry, Brian. Completely forgot when he said to me, well, it's not on the latch. It's the fact that if I leave my key in the door fully, he can't get his key in my door. So he asked me to take the key out and I forgot. Sorry, Brian. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So, he might be able to get in, he might not. We'll see. So, you know, you give your friends keys to your house, but then you don't let them in. Just like, honestly, I don't know where my brain is today. It's gone out. It's gone out to lunch on its own. So maybe it's gone on its own date. So it's trying to find other brain cells. It's recruiting other brain cells to the cause. That's what it is. Right, I really shouldn't be doing this because I know that this will probably snag. Trying to cut wet or sticky paper usually does snag, but I think the blade's fairly sharp. So it should be doing its job. So yes. So and my date again is another fella that's a bit younger than me. I'll say a bit younger than me. A fair bit younger than me. He's in his 30s. I know. I don't understand. And like, he approached me, so it's not like, you know, I'm not a cradle snatcher. Well, bear in mind, you know, if he's 30-year-old, he's not. He's 30-something. I don't know. Can't remember what he is. If he's in a cradle at that age, there's some serious issues that even I can't help. So yeah, he's a young man, and he you know, messaged me, and like, so he suggested going on a date. We're going for coffee at Starbucks. We're not allowed to go into Starbucks. I think you can drink. You can go and buy your beverage inside, but then you have to go outside. So that's the current social distancing regulation. So either, well, I know there's some benches there, but hopefully the weather will be nice. If not, well, the weather's not going to be nice. It's not going to get tropically hot between now and 6:30, is it? But you know, it might stay dry. If not, we're going to have to sit in somebody's car. So, and Brian knows all about him, knows where I'm going, at what time, and he's my my hamster burner. So. And yes, you did hear me right, hamster burner. That's what we know it as. So somebody I work with, she told me about something. She went on a date. She told a friend, like, you know, if it doesn't go well, I'll text you and you need to ring me and, you know, get me out of here quickly. And she rang her and she was trying to think of something to say that was like, sounded like urgent, but like not, you know, like the person she was on the date with might have felt like obliged to go with her. She just said, quick, because your hamster's on fire. So it's now known as the hamster burner. So he's my hamster burner. He's not burning hamsters, I will just point out. But so that's what it is. It is what it is. So I think that I like that. I like that. Now I've covered that up, and it's not the neatest in the world, but it's okay. I was just thinking maybe There's me thing up there. I like this kind of little, almost pom-pom-like flower, and I'm just going to see if I can get it out without completely wrecking it. Maybe take a bit of that. Am I going a bit mad if I take the leaf as well? Possibly. Did only really want the flower, but anyway. Fate will decide. So that's so he's on standby. You know, I mean, he doesn't drive, so like it's not like he can come and rescue me. No, I don't want that. I want the other pom. Let's take that bit off. I definitely don't want the leaf on it. Get off my finger. Get off me. Get off me. Okay. Maybe have that on there. I mean, I might cover that up with something else, but like I quite like that up there. Let's just put that on there. Now I've put the paintbrush back in the paste brush back in the thing. Dry that off a bit. Because there was this. I don't know whether... Oh, you see, like now your brain's firing. No, does not go. Does not go. Put it away. So, paste that onto there a bit. Put that on there. Yep, I quite like that. I know it's on the back, but I quite like it. Do something on this one. I don't know if it's going to look a bit samey though. Samey, it's a bit samey. Maybe that on there. Oh, in for a penny, in for a pound. Oh, do I wanna? Oh, now then. Do I want to go all the way down? Hang on, Dave. What are you tearing out now? I should really be doing this with the water brush. I know. It's like doing something without the aid of a safety net. Yeah, Dave, don't do that. Safety net is out. Don't worry. Water brush ready. At the ready. Get rid of the bits, Dave. You're not going to keep them, are you? Get that off there. Take that off there. Cool. That's great. Probably a bit much of white on that. Oh, too much water has just come out now. It's been over pumped. Hopefully that will stay together. Let's stay together. Loving you forever. What I was thinking is if I kind of put it up there between those two leaves. Yes, I'm going to give that a go and see what that looks like. So I'm going to do up from here, over the tab, and far away. I'm going to go up in the middle of here, so it kind of almost looks like it should be there, because that is a... Oh no, that's going to... It needs to be more that way, Dave. Yeah. Make this a bit wetter there so it sticks down. Stick that down to there. That might need a bit more glue underneath it, just to help aid the adhesion. So I've decided what I'm going to wear. I'm going to wear a nice shirt. I always wear a nice shirt and probably a jumper because I know it's May, but like it feels like it's October. So, and a pair of jeans. So then it's kind of smart casual, you know, making an effort, but not, you know, I'm not turning up in a tuxedo. So, not that I've ever been on a date in a tuxedo. There we go. Like that. Obviously, that's going to be. There you go. That's torn it off. I kind of think that lends itself to being there. Don't see anything wrong with it. Don't know whether I want just tearing it out because I don't know whether I want it yet. So didn't know whether I wanted kind of something else in the background here, but well, it's not going to be in the background because it's going to be in the foreground, isn't it, Dave? So didn't know whether I wanted that up there, but no, probably not. That might finish that side off nicely though. You know, just tying it together a bit more. Should really be using the wood brush, I know, but you know, hey. All these crazy skills, all these crazy things that I'm doing, so my brain is free. It's like I can do anything. This is how I'd like my brain to be all the time, but it isn't. So I like that. I'm not sure what I'm going to what else I will add to that, but I like it as it is. So let me give this a dry, and I think I'm going to kind of finish the video off here. Oh, see, this is when it gets silly. My brain's thinking, I can do this. Oh, that'll do. That'll be fine. It's not fine, Dave. Don't try and push it down with your finger when it's wet. Silly boy. Just really want to paste that in so it doesn't look disjointed. Obviously, it's much nicer if you leave it to dry naturally. Well, I think it is. I think it adds something to it, and I think the tissue paper disappears better when you leave it to dry naturally. But I'm going to give it a bit of a boost now, so we can kind of have a look at and see what we've done. And then it's 5 to 5 now. Is it 5 to 5? You cracker joke. Oh, it's 3 minutes to 5. So it'll be nearly time to go and get myself ready and stuff. It's not till 6:30, but you know, I like to make a good impression. So what have I always said to you? What have I always said? Always said, make sure that you put something down underneath it or lift it up from the glass mat so that you've got somewhere for the moisture to go. And then what has Dave just done completely the opposite. But like I say, it's always do as I say, not as I do. So that's a bit better than it was. It's a bit drier. I quite like that, and it'll obviously look like that. I'd like something else on. I mean, it's obviously not finished in any way. It will need more, but I like the essence of it. Just cut all of these bits off, all these raw edges. I mean, I could sand them off, but because the paper is not, it's not the thickest of paper, I am going to cut it, because then if you try and, because it's layers, it's laminated, lots of layers stuck together, what you don't want to do is sand it and pull all those layers apart. So I'm just going to cut it, and I probably would have difficulty cutting around this bit anyway. So I'm cutting it away. I think Brian managed to get in because I think I've just heard him. So maybe I did like take the key out. I can't remember. So he's definitely here. Well, is he? It's either him here or some, or there's a burglar in here, and I'm just going, yeah, it's him. Brian. All right, it is Brian. Yeah, that's fine. We're just checking that it's not a burglar. Yeah, a burglar that's just broken in to use the loo. Anyway. So, oh dear, I've just stabbed him through the heart. Not Brian. This bird, this box has got a nail on it to keep it shut, which I know is not the safest of things with me around. But I've kind of punctured his neck. So I have to salute a magpie. Good morning, Mr. Magpie. How's the wife? Just thinking maybe a bird on the front. I've got a thing about birds at the minute. Oh, quite like that. I know it kind of blends in, but I kind of like the fact that it blends in. Or do we want to go for something else? Brian's overlooking. I feel like an overseer. Right. I quite like that one as well. I've been looking for something to use him on, but I quite like him because he picks up the colours. Do I want him or him? I think I'm going to go for him. And I like this is a good proportion. So I think the smaller birds would just get lost in it. So no, no, Dave, no, just leave it. Just leave it as it is. And maybe he needs something else to lift him. A chair. A footstool. A ladder. I don't know. A lift. Getting silly, I know. Well, let's have a look. Let's have a look now, shall I? Shall I have a look? What have I got? Now, I know I did all of those book pages, like dyed them all, stained them all. But Brian took them all to scan, so I don't have any of them now. But he'll bring them back. It's just that they're just not here. I don't know. No, not those. So does it need? No, not that. Definitely not that. Maybe something that's a bit of a change of colour. Don't go for green, Dave. Oh, look, it's green. Maybe green. Maybe. What other colours are in there? What colour could I pick out that would be? And there's a nice lilac. Well, it's not lilac. It's kind of more purple, isn't it? So, and there's an orange. Maybe an orange. There's less of the orange. Orange. There's a scarcity of orange paper as well. So, where is that? Brian stained me a whole load of paper, and just bear with me, folks. I'm just going over here. I'm going rogue. Where did all the stained paper go? It went in there. No, none of that is orange. Go a bit wild. Maybe go for this. Let's see. Now, is that going to pick it out as well as that? No, I think that's going to do better because he's got some of those colours on him. So I'm going to stick him to there. I'll stick him to there, and then I am going to tear him out, and then we're going to kind of finish the video. So I said that not a minute ago, 5 minutes ago, didn't I? Something like that, and I didn't. So I'm going to stick him fully down. I've got this thing about having to have them standing out, and I don't know whether, Well, I was going to say I don't know whether other people do, but it doesn't matter what other people do, does it? Because I'm doing my thing. So stick all of his... I was going to say tendrils, but they're not tendrils, are they? They're definitely feet. So, I know, no glue, Matt. Terrible. It's not sticking down for some reason. I'll have to do for now. So I'm going to tear it a bit. See, it's definitely not sticking to this. Don't know why. Anyway, let's tear it out a bit. I don't want a massive border on him. It's not easy to tear. I'm just going to tear around his... I was going to say his hooves again. I see a lot. I've given them all wrong names today. Feet. I don't know. Do birds have special names for their feet? Left and right. No. Do they have like you know, like horses have hooves and pigs have trotters, and there endeth my knowledge of feet. I don't know. Do they have a special name for? I'm thinking. My brain's thinking. Surely they're called something besides feet, and legs. Claws. Don't know. So, guess what? You won't see me doing a bird show or a natural history program. Definitely not. So I think Richard Attenborough, his job is safe. So, well, safe from me anyway. So it is Richard, isn't it? It's Richard Attenborough that does the natural history stuff. It's David Attenborough that's the director, isn't it? So the brother. I don't know. Did they have any other siblings? Did they go on to be anything, or did they just, you know? If they did, or they just like working at the checkout in Sainsbury's? Not that that's a bad thing at all. I've worked on a checkout, not in Sainsbury's, but definitely worked in a checkout. So I actually quite like working on a checkout. I've always thought, you know, when I retire, I might go and get a part-time. Well, when I retire, I'm never going to be able to retire, let's face it. But like when I, you know, get a pension, I might be able to go and afford to just have a pension and work part-time, you know, in a supermarket checkout operation. Although there won't be any checkouts by then because they're all going self-scan. Alright, I'm not sure I like it now, you know. So maybe that was a good thing that it didn't stick. Can I get it off? Oh, Dave. I was complaining about it not sticking, and now I don't want it to stick. I don't like it. Anybody ever done that before? I'm sure you have. Definitely know I'm not the only person that does things and then thinks, no! Right, be careful now, because we don't want to lose his, whatever they're called. Feet, legs, hooves, trotters. I'm sorry if I tear one of your toes off. I'm really sorry. It was not meant. Well, you know, you have to make some mistakes to know that you were going the right way in the first place. So it's not off. I'm not going to get that all off there. Am I? Have I got it all off? Have I? Oh, I don't believe it, except for his neck. I don't believe it. Yep. Oh, cool. Good. That was the reason why it didn't stick. It was fate telling me, don't do it, Dave. Oh, come on. This used to be great in this bottle, and now I'm getting frustrated because it didn't come out quick enough. Patience. See? Mania. That's what it is. I lack patience when I am feeling more manic. So at least my mania doesn't mean that I go and buy loads of things. So I'm not a spending mania. Don't deal with spending mania. So I know people that do. I know people that, go off and do big spending sprees and think that they can, rule the world and all of that. So, but they can't. Well, maybe they can, but. Yes, that's better. I like it like that. Why didn't I do that in the first place? I don't know. Anyway, there we go. We shall leave that there because I've kind of run out of ideas anyway. Where I'm gonna go next with it. Although, brain's just on. I haven't put any of this on anything for a couple of days. I'm getting withdrawal symptoms. I mean, it will go. It will go with this, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just going to stick this on and call it a day. Call it a Dave. No, I don't know. I'm going to leave it and we'll think about it. That can go in the bin. Let's get rid of our mistakes. So, that's what we've done. So we have now got, we've made this little file foldery thing from that, that quite plain book one that I had, and we've also done this tag. So, sorry, I'll turn the light round now. You can see it better. So this is what I've just made. And this is the one I made first. So, anyway, there we go. Sorry, just distracted by two bodies found in a lonely mere converted into. Oh dear, can't read that. Yeah. I'm dyslexic. I don't know what that word says, so I'll skip it. Harvey, when called in to see, said, just what I need for my museum. Although maybe that might be right. I don't know. Sorry, reading aloud is terrible. I apologise. No, I don't apologise. We're not all perfect. Yes, I'm a qualified teacher, but I still can't read aloud. So that's why you get your students to do it. So, right, okay, all right. You have a lovely afternoon, evening, morning, or whatever time it is with you. Thank you for watching this video. Please like it. Please consider clicking the subscribe button, maybe clicking the bell icon if you want to be notified when I upload any videos. And please put a comment in the comments section and I will always reply to you. I'm trying to stay on top of it, but I know I miss a few people every now and again. But I do have an app that tells me when I've missed somebody. So I will see you all very soon. You take care of yourselves. I love you loads. I love you without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. All right, folks, you take care of yourselves and take care of each other. All right, see you soon. Lots of kisses. Big crafty hugs. Bye for now. Bye. Bye, bye, bye.